Hi, welcome to the Dr. Alexia Show, where I take pregnancy topics and break them down into simple terms as best I can to help you advocate for yourself and your pregnancy. I'm Dr. Alexia, board-certified OBGYN and maternal fetal medicine specialist, which just means a high-risk pregnancy doctor, and today we are talking about compression stockings. They are not the sexiest of things for sure. You'll see me looking down a couple of times because I have a few here. But I wanted to talk about compression stockings because one of the things that we can experience during pregnancy is swelling in our lower extremities, or sometimes that's called edema. And the reason for this is because we don't get that squeeze in the lower extremities to push the blood that's down in the veins back up toward our heart. And so that's called, in medical terms, peripheral vascular resistance, and it's just not as good when individuals are pregnant. So one thing you can do to decrease this edema or this swelling in the lower extremities is wear a compression stocking. And I wear mine all the time while I'm working, and there are 4 different kinds that I like here. 2 rules of thumb when you're looking for compression stockings. Number 1, you just need really a knee-high one in general terms. And number 2, make sure that you try to get about 20 to 30 millimeters of mercury in the tightness of them. The final kind of side note also is you can measure around your calf with usually a string, and then take that string and lay it flat on a ruler or some type of measuring tape, and that will give you the diameter of your calf, and that's how you would then find what size you need online. So now that you kind of know that information, let's look into the different styles that I like. So this right here is a brand called Jobst, J-O-B-S-T, and they come in different colors. This one's a full kind of sleeve, if you can tell, for the foot, all the way through the foot on the heel. And then they also have a version that really doesn't go all the way to the toes, so you can wear a nice flip-flop if you want. These have a stretch to them. They're not terribly overly tight, but the good thing you need to know about any compression stocking is that you should not dry them. Wash them, but don't dry them. This pair I've honestly had forever, and I saw online recently that you're actually not meant to keep them for, I believe, longer than 3 or 6 months or so, because they'll start to lose their integrity. The second brand that I have here is a brand called Doc Miller. I'll hold that up for you there. And this is a brand I really like. They don't have as much stretch as the Jobst, J-O-B-S-T. Hope I'm saying that right. I really like these because they're nice and snug. They do come in the version like this with the toe. They also come in a version that just goes to the ankle, so you can wear a sock or also a flip-flop or anything like that. Really nice brand that I like as well. The next one that I have here is called Dr. Motion. And that's really hard to see because it's in small print. This one's more like a sock, so it's a bit stretchier. The thing that I like about it is that there's some width at the toe and width at the heel. So it doesn't squeeze on your toe, so the toenail won't kind of dig into your toe. And that can be uncomfortable with certain compression socks or stockings. That's the thing I like. And then the thing I'm not a super big fan of is that there's a little bit of pilling on these. And I probably dried these a few times, but not a lot. So I do feel like these kind of might not stand up as well, but that's just maybe because I dried it once or twice here and there. And then my last one, which I'm kind of excited about because of the color scheme that you get, is a brand. Let's see if I can get this one here for you. Zinza. I hope I'm saying that right. And if you can't see that, there's a darker color that I have here. I like these because on the inside of them, you can actually see the size. So it'll say the size on the inside, small, extra small, whatever. The other ones, after you buy them, they don't actually list the size on most of the stockings anywhere. So if you have a sock or a stocking and you want to reorder it later, you probably aren't going to know exactly what the size was unless you can find the order. So I like that these are on the inside. I like that they're pretty simple. They do have a seam on the back side, which is kind of cool. They're a little stretchier, I would say, so I order almost a size smaller as long as it still fits my calf diameter. I love these for going on a plane because if you have like a fun color or something like this and you wear some black sweatpants or something on a plane like I always do, if these stick out on the bottom, it might look like it's the bottom part of the sweatpant or something like that. So they're not overly cumbersome. And I really do like that they have the option of the ones that just go from below the knee to the ankle. It can be super helpful for plane trips and for wearing flip-flops in the summertime. So I hope this was a little bit helpful for compression stockings, for options that you have during pregnancy. Remember, 20 to 30 millimeters of mercury for the tightness. Just to the knee is typically what you want. And then also make sure that you measure your calf so that you order the appropriate size if you're ordering them online or going into a store, so that you don't get one that's too tight or too big. Thanks for watching, and leave any comments below about today's video or any future topics you'd like to hear about regarding pregnancy that I can help break down for you. Have a wonderful day, and here's to a happy and healthy pregnancy.